it worth to you to know what your purpose is on this earth and for you to be able to live it passionately, peacefully and prosperously? Hi, I'm Alexandra Gold and welcome to this last in the series of How to Become a Woman on Purpose. Spiritually full, financially free and confidently unstoppable. And if you've watched the rest of the series, you will know that in Spiritually Full, we talked about the infinite possibilities of life and where science meets spirit. We talked about the infinite possibilities of yourself and how you can take responsibility for your dreams and your desires. And then we spoke about how you can be truly full up to overflow. And from that point of view, you can give of your gifts in a way that is an example and lights people up. In the second video, we talked about becoming financially free. And in this video, we thought about the clarity of our big why, making sure that our big why was far bigger than our fear. And we also spoke about how we would form a budget from where we are now, a realistic budget that would be able to support us in our foundation where we are now, and dreaming about the reality of the budget of the dream world that we wanted so that we could link them both together and create our path of purpose. In the third video of the series, we talked about becoming confidently unstoppable. And there we looked at finding your own archetype, actually putting one together of all those qualities that you admire in a specific person or in lots of different people and putting them into an archetype that you want to become, and then stripping it back and finding out what you would need to become that person and what you would need to learn, what you would need to practice and what you would need to embody. And in this last video, we're going to talk about a simple practice or a simple process where we can wrap all of this up so that you can be a woman on purpose, that person who wants to be more, have more, and give more to the world so that we can all make the world a better place. And the process really is simple, but it took me a long time to make it that simple. When you're looking at becoming a woman on purpose, it's not something that is gift wrapped and given to you. You have to give yourself the ability to own your own purpose. Just as we were talking about taking responsibility of self and taking responsibility of your desires, you have to take responsibility for the path that you're going to walk along in order to maintain your purpose and to enjoy your process along the way and enjoy the purpose. And I call that making every step a masterpiece. But in order to make every step a masterpiece, we must have something that we love. And I love that simplicity of it. And we have to gift ourselves joy. We have to gift ourselves passion. And make sure when we're stripping ourselves back and looking at our big why, that we're not doing it from a place of anger. We're doing it from a place of joy. So whatever we decide to make our purposeful path, we do things in a way that we inspire and we create change from that place of inspiration. And we motivate others to do as we do rather than coming from a negative or angry place. And there are two reasons for that. One, it's outdated and it's old doctrine. But two, all those people that are living a life of stress and cannot deal with the negativity will not be able to follow you. So it's really important that you find your joy in whatever it is that you're going to do. And that is number one in the process, is finding your passion. And then when we've found our passion so that we can walk our life of purpose, we have to wrap that up in a package somehow so that we can live our best lives. So whether that's working by day in a career that you love and then giving yourself time to volunteer for passionate cause that you've found as your purpose, or whether you wrap that up into a business that you create yourself. Either way, that's absolutely fine, but we have to have the purpose. And the last bit, we have to have the profit. And I say profit and prosperity because that's where our joy actually joins the circle. And if we are profitable, we're living a life that supports us, that supports our dreams and supports our purpose, then we are able to create that last really important element of becoming a woman on purpose. And that is leaving a lasting legacy. So how do we create this path of purpose? How do we become all we can be so that we can be more, have more, and give more, and make the world a better place? There are 3 simple steps that you need to really take on board in order to grow. And that is to form a strong foundation and to learn what it is that you need to take that next step in a way that lights you up. And then you need to practice what it is that you learned so that eventually you embody it and it becomes easier. And once you've embodied something and it becomes easier, you actually do it without thinking, so it doesn't take up as much space. And that space you can fill with more joy, with more learning, with more practicing and more growing. And you can use this process for healing, empowering, or leading. And that's why I have created the A Woman on Purpose Foundation course, which is based on the Golden Compass and based on these 3 principles of foundation, practice, and embodiment. And I'd like to spend a little time with you just explaining to you about the foundation, because if you're anything like me, you would like to do this, but it's always nicer if you're sharing your journey with somebody that really understands you, somebody that's like-minded, that can feel what you are feeling and knows what you are thinking. Not all of it, but somebody that can really understand who you are, who's on the same and similar journey to you. We are all unique, but I know that there is a golden thread piercing the hearts of women all around the world. There has never been such an opportune time in history for women to change the world. And I don't want to scare you there, but I would like you to understand that this golden thread that is piercing the hearts of women is calling you. It's calling you to do all that you can do in a way that's different, in a way that's not the same as the old ways. It's about stripping all of that anger and hatred and rules and regulations that don't work in our society anymore, because we're all becoming a little bit more enlightened, a little bit more awake, and we want to create change that sustains us. So how do you become a woman on purpose? Retaining your integrity, finding your passions and creating that dream life that you want to, with enough money, with enough love, with enough peace in it? Well, in the A Woman on Purpose Foundation course, we start at the beginning and we create that strong foundation. We first of all make sure that you feel that you have a rightful place in the world by feeling that you're enough, that feeling you are on a purposeful path, that you're useful, that you do have gifts to share, because I do believe that every woman on this earth has a gift to share, no matter how big or small. It is a gift to share and to create a lasting legacy. And once we've created that strong foundation, we've created the security that we need to fly from, then we look at what we need to do next for our growth, for what it is that we want. And we look at finding ourselves a purposeful path where we create each step as a masterpiece. And we do that by excavating your story, excavating your desires, finding a purposeful destination, and making sure that you're not afraid of taking the steps to get there, so that your why is bigger than your fear at all times, and so that you become confident by taking those steps, whether they're baby steps or whether they're full-on huge steps, so that you have the confidence to do that. Because finally, when we've embodied who we are, we're going to start again. There will always be ups and downs in life. And that's why we look at creating a cup that we overflow from, and we do so in joy. And we also look at creating our own philosophy, our own spiritual path, where we take away all the old doctrine and fear that comes with that and the old ways, and we try to find solutions that work for the world. And we want to find solutions because solutions are definitely your purpose. Solution-based thinking is far greater than fear-based thinking. When you're trying to find a solution for something, then you are definitely living on purpose. And if you can do that, finding your own personal rhythm that you can work within, the one that suits you. And remember, we all have different stages in life, so we always acknowledge whatever stage you're in so that you can enjoy that part again. Women have never had a clear-cut stage where they can just forget about things. There's always something nagging, whether you're not giving enough time to your child or to your family or to your work or to who you are and what your career is or your self-care. And this is why we try to find our own personal rhythm. We find a flow that works with us now, and we acknowledge that might change too. And also, when you're growing, we give ourselves permission to move forward, to let go of things that we don't believe in any longer. Because as you grow, sometimes things, we don't need us, they don't serve us anymore. And we give ourselves permission to let go and keep moving forward. And I think that's really wonderful, because we're so wrapped up in fear that we all get stuck. And we don't want to be stuck anymore. If we're really going to make a lasting legacy and change the world and make new history, then we need to be able to move forward. And as I see it, if each and every one of us can stand on our own 2 feet and be seen and be heard, imagine what the world would be like if we had that unified voice, a unified voice of kindness, compassion, love, and one that's solution-based. Because we'll be much more able to change the world together than we will be alone. But acknowledging what we want gives us the power to speak up, gives us the power to know and let other people know what it is that we truly desire. And then it gives us the courage to move forward in that desire if we know that we're finding solutions that will better us as a person, as our family, as a world, as a planet, as a species, and finding those solutions that will better us all. If you're ready to move forward and become your own woman on purpose, if you're ready to become spiritually full, financially free, and confidently unstoppable, and live the life that you truly desire in integrity, in honesty with yourself, with a real purpose behind you, then I would like to invite you to join me in the Woman on Purpose Foundation, where you will have the opportunity to be with other women who are like-minded and who can share your journey with you. Because there are so many of us that are exploring and feeling that pain in our hearts, the pain that I like to think of as a golden thread that's actually unifying us and keeping us together around the world. And this is a non-denominational course so that we can all work together regardless of our beliefs, regardless of where we come from, regardless of where we are now, so that we can work together in our unique essence. And I also make this course available for you to teach, because I know what it's like when you're not quite sure of what it is that you want to do, but that you want to help others by sharing your knowledge and your gifts through a system. And I give you the system, and in the system you create your own path and you uncover all of your story, all of your unique essence, and you're able to bring your own flavour to this course. I have no attachment to what you bring in. In fact, I think it's a fabulous thing that you bring your unique essence into sharing your gifts with the world. So if you would like to join this, either for personal empowerment or to teach others and excavate your story and find your purpose and your unique essence, I would like to invite you to join me. You can find out all of the information if you just click the button below to the registration page, or I have a few spots available each week to speak to you if you would like to find out more, to see if it resonates with you, to see if it's something that will be able to help you with your journey, either personally or to create your own business in a box and have a system that's ready-made, just waiting for you to add your unique story, your unique gifts, your unique message, and your unique essence to it. I'd like you to invite you to either contact me by email or click on the registration and join now. This is a non-denominational course. It's personal development, spiritual development, it's holistic development, because I know us women want it all, and why shouldn't we have it? If we believe in an abundant world, we should live abundant lives. And I would love to share this journey with you so that we can be more, have more, and give more, and to make the world a better place. So sign up today, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I look forward to sharing this journey with you so that we together can be spiritually full, financially free, and confidently unstoppable women on purpose. Much love. Bye for now.